Okay, we have known the induction system of the machine. We have already installed the magnet to the starter coil. Remember, the pulsar is right almost overhead, almost TDC of the piston. You must be very careful. Now, I don't know where you are now, whether you are in town center or in a remote area, but I will advise you to avoid more chaos. Then we have a voltmeter that is needed to ensure the proper check of voltage and so forth, showing continuity and volt capacity. But for now, wherever you are, I will advise you to have your indicator, namely tester. We shall use it as our tester to check the currents. Now that we have fastened the rotor comb, you need to understand that this starter coil is a TCI component, not a CDI. Therefore, it will automatically have 4 wires. Namely, we have a brown striped white wire, we have a yellow striped red wire, we also have a black striped white wire, and also we have a white striped red wire. Now, these 4 wires, you must know it right from the source to its destiny. Brown white wire, it's a neutral indicator lead leading to the dashboard to show the indicator lighting if the engine is at a neutral, a resting point of the gearbox. That is neutral. There's no engagement of gears, it's neutral. That indicator will automatically light up. We have another wire to consider, a black but stripped white. This wire is a negative, we call it a negative. It is rightly connected to the body of the engine, to chassis. Then it goes back to it directs to consumers to neutralize the electric charges deposited by the positive line. So this is a negative line, and we have the yellow red is a positive one directed to light up the headlamp, tail lamp, and headlight signal at the dashboard, and the speed dashboard speed clock lights. We have another one, the last wire, which is white thread. White thread, it is directed to the RR regulator, mainly for regulation of the power and the capacity of the strength of the power, then given back to the receivers. So I will carefully follow every wire and every lead of the wire to its destination. The negative wire goes direct to the body, branch to the body, to negative charging battery, to regulator, and to the supplies of all receivers. That will be the end of this wire. Then we have the second wire, the black and white. You must be very careful. It's a negative charge that gives direction and neutralizes the power of positive charges to every receiver. We have white, red, goes direct to the RR, that is regulator or rectifier, with the same coloring, red striped white. Then when it enters, after being adjusted, the power being adjusted and regulated, it comes out in the form of red. And remember, while it enters, it is between 14 to 18 volts. But as regulated, it comes out as a result of 12 volts. Exact 12. It may be 12.5 or 11.5. When it comes out as a color red, the red color will only conduct only two places. There will be a branch here, right from the socket. This is the socket. It enters as white red. It goes out as red. But remember, twin red from the same slot to the charging system battery, one to the battery, another one to ignition switch, direct to the key, ignition switch system. That marks the end of this color white red. Remember, it's the main positive, which is used to give up the lightings to the system. Then, when you put your ignition switch on, it connects red, the red that has come right from the regulator to the ignition, direct, it connects to the color orange. Color orange will have several branches. That's positive 2. It is just positive as long as the ignition switch is on. But while the ignition switch is off, there is disconnection. There is no other connection. So whenever you are igniting, putting your key on, it connects the red and orange. Then orange becomes a positive, a live wire, which distributes or supplies its lead to direct to the horn, to a flasher unit, to a handbrake switch, to a foot brake switch, to a neutral indicator, and also it gives a neutral, it's given a neutral lead, which is used with the two sockets of black, white, and red, black, white, and orange, which leads for a use of radio or any other machine that you may have, differed from the original system of the bike. Then, after the system, I hope you remember, direct to the horn, off horn, another same branch back to flasher unit system, another to in neutral indicator, another one, that's orange line, leading to handbrake switch and foot brake switch. Then that orange system and line will no longer be of use to any other system. We have another line of color yellow, red. Yellow, red goes direct to ignition system of switches. This is a dimmer switch. A dimmer switch to the switch of full on and off switch from the source generator direct to the dimmer. The lead is on-off switch. Then from on-off switch, there comes another one, yellow-white. It enters with yellow-red, then turns into, when you switch it on, it connects to yellow-white, direct back to the RR for regulating the currency because the capacity of the power is too high. Then from the regulatory system, that is white stripped red, it goes back with gray, color gray. Then from color gray, you have here a branch back to tail bulb, another one back straight to dim full switch. Then right from dim full switch, we will have another branch right here from the junction direct to headlamp indicator to the dashboard. Remember, in the dashboard we have five indicator signal bulbs. First bulb, speed clock bulb, neutral bulb, left indicating bulb, right indicating bulb, and full light signal bulb. Then the yellow line has gone straight to the switch, straight back to the regulator. From the regulator comes out as brown. One goes rear bulb, the other goes straight to the switch, dim full switch. Then right from dim full switch, another branch back to signal. That marks the end of the source, from the source to the destiny of yellow stripped red wire. Then in our next video, we will be talking on how indicator bulb works, horn works, and battery system charging, and foot and hand brake charging, hand brake switches, how they will be working. Then that will be the end of the system. And also ignition system, how the TCI receive the power 12 voltage back to the shooting coil. Then remember one thing, there's ignition, the orange line, when it gets back to the flasher unit, there is another branch that goes straight to the shooting coil, and TCI. So get us to the second video, to the next video, and you will be amazed to see how this combination works out.